The Texas coast is an outdoor lover's paradise. Just a glimpse at this long stretch of beach inspires thoughts of catching a wave, casting a line, and sailing off into the sunset. Here in Corpus Christi, a laid-back beach culture perfectly complements the city's sporty vibe. So it should come as no surprise that it's a popular destination for surfing. If you didn't know Texas had a surfing culture, I have just the place for you to learn a thing or two. Keep an eye out for this card. It marks the location of the Texas Surf Museum, tucked in the back of Surf Club Records.
The whole Texas Surf Museum is about Texas surfing, which sounds like an oxymoron, but I think you'll find an environment and a culture that is really excited about the sport.
The museum pays tribute to the history of the sport in Texas and beyond by packing every inch of the space with vintage surfboards, photographs. There's even a board shaping garage.
What you see around you in here are surfboards that were built by hand from people who just saw them in movies, because we didn't have surf shops here. So it shows how the pioneers of the sport in this part of the world built their own boards, they built their own culture. So we've told that story. It's just almost like anything about the history of Texas. It was pioneered by people who knew what they wanted and were willing to do anything to get it.
After whetting your appetite for water, let's go to Mustang Island State Park. It's almost 4,000 acres and has 5 miles of beach where you can sunbathe, swim, and try your hand at surfing. The name Mustang Island comes from the wild horses brought here in the 1800s, but the most notable creatures here now are fish. 600 species of saltwater fish live in the Gulf Coast waters. If you want to get your hooks on some, head north to Port Aransas. Try deep sea fishing, surf fishing from the beach, or casting your line day or night from one of 4 lighted piers. Whatever method you choose, bring your catch to a local restaurant where they'll cook it up fresh, just the way you like it. Speaking of food, there's no better place to grab a bite than Hester's Cafe and Coffee Bar. Hester is a baker and her husband is a chef, so they created a cozy eatery known for fresh food and divine desserts. They also specialize in a line of custom coffees.
My wife and I have been here in Corpus for a little over 10 years. We opened Hester's about 3 years ago. We're a family business, and I think that kind of rolls into how we treat our guests. People come in here that feel like they're part of the family, they feel comfortable, and they know they're getting good quality food. Everything's from scratch, everything's got a unique twist to it. Corpus Christi's got that Texas feel. You've got those things that you love Texas for, but you've got the coast. It's a good mix. You've got great Mexican food, you've got great Texas barbecue, and seafood that's fresh as can be.
So after your meal, grab a cup of coffee, go for a stroll, and pick up a souvenir in one of the boutiques along Alameda Street. It's the perfect way to end a perfect day in Texas. It's like a whole other country.
We enjoy living in our town.
You're welcome here. We want you here, and we look forward to your visit.